Just take a few breaths. Remember, breathe deep. Stay focused on your breathing. Always put more emphasis into your breathing than forcing or, criticizing, judging, or overanalyzing the postures too much. Keep your practice as simple as possible. We have enough going on already as it is in our lives and with everything else in the world that's happening all of the time, because there's always something happening all of the time, to be caught up and put too much into something that's just simple and beneficial to us. Hands over to the right again, hips to the left. Back over to the left, hips to the right. And up onto your hands and knees. Real easy. Right arm, left leg. Just reaching in both directions. You can just still look down. No reason to look forward. Just look down. Extend the right arm. Extend the left leg. Hold and breathe. You can always just do one arm or one leg if you need to. Release and switch. Left arm, right leg. Release, and then just real easy from side to side. Inhale your right arm up. Exhale, right arm down. Inhale, left arm up. And exhale. Inhale, right. Exhale. Inhale, left. Exhale. Going all the way with it, threading the needle. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale the right arm through and under. Turn that left hand, point the fingertips towards your face. Press into that hand. It's simply just going to roll your shoulder open a little bit and just hold and breathe. Inhale all the way back up. Exhale. Inhale left arm. And exhale down through and under. Same deal. Right hand turns, press into it, and you notice it just rolls your shoulder open. Remember, those two great words from Brian Kest. Gentle, firm. Gentle, firm. Real steady. Inhale all the way back up. Exhale, release. And really sink into a deep child's pose balasana this time. Maybe hands back by your feet. You can sit up into Virasana, Hero's Pose. So, you know the deal. If you need to use a blanket or a block underneath you or whatever, you've got more than enough things that you can use to sit on to alleviate any pressure that you feel on the tops of the feet or the ankles or anything like that. And a simple little shoulder routine. Just shoot the right arm over to the left. Just lock it in. Take a few big breaths. Switch over to the left, locking in with the right. Just keep breathing deep. Good. Now just interlace the fingers back behind you. You can curl the toes underneath for the next few breaths if you want to alleviate the tops of the feet and get a nice stretch to the toes and just kind of integrate a few different stretches together. Interlace those fingers back behind you. Inhale, pull shoulders down and back. Open up the chest, exhale, release. Big inhale, pull, and exhale. A few more. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. Inhale, exhale. Hips to the side, legs out in front. take a little roll of the ankles. Keep breathing deep. Remember, we're making this as much of a way to release the tension from our mind as well as our body. As we release this tension from our body, clearly our mind's going to feel a little bit better and have less tension and less stress if the body has less. The more you make this a moving meditation and the more you concentrate on allowing whatever it is that's in your physical body, up in your mind, spiritually or emotionally, the more this practice is going to be beneficial for everything and everyone around you, especially now. Give your legs a squeeze. Release your head. Really let your back broaden here. Yeah, giving yourself a big hug. Do it every morning. Release that. And then just find Baddha Konasana. Just pull the feet in as close as you'd like. Give it a clasp underneath with the hands. Remember, try not to crunch and close yourself up. Allow everything to open up. Keep breathing deep. Pay no mind to the form, just the breath. Approach it mindfully, just like everything else we need to do right now. Just breathe. Move into a relaxed version of it. Pull the feet away. Take the arms underneath, palms to the tops of the feet, and just let gravity take over here. Release that. Lie back. Pull your knees into your chest. Plant the feet back to the mat. Simple reclined hip opener. Ankle to the left knee, below the left knee. You can press on the interior of your right thigh. You always have the option of looping through behind the left thigh or below the left knee. Try not to lift yourself. Don't do this. This creates tension. Don't create a self-defeating practice and just allow everything to relax down. Zero pain in your knee, getting an opening on the outer part of the right hip glute area, and just hold and breathe. Just actively aware with the body, with the breath. Just focus on breathing. This is going to help you clear out your head. The more emphasis you put in the breathing, the less you'll think. So you'll slow down and clear out a lot of the thoughts that are going through your mind. You'll be clearer. You'll understand when you do have to think, you'll understand a little bit better. Things are just going to be a little bit easier. Slowly switch to the other side. Remember, as you go through this practice, you're going to hold these postures for as long as you want. 3 to 5, maybe on some of these last few postures, you hold it for 7 to 10 breaths, like these hip openers. Maybe you want to hold them a little bit longer. But I'm just trying to keep these practices at around like 20 to 25 minutes with a nice little rest at the end. Release that. Little windshield wipering of the knees from side to side. Just working the hips, the lower lumbar. Still focused on breathing. Maybe let them release over to the right for a few breaths. Hook the right foot up over the left knee. And then over to the left for a few breaths, hooking the left foot up over the right knee. Final squeeze of the knees into the chest. And then move over to the wall with your legs up the wall for, a couple minutes, 2 or 3 minutes. You get the deal here. You just sit as close as you're comfortable to the wall as you can. If you have access to a block or a blanket and you want to get a little bit more of a gentle inversion out of it, you could use a block underneath your lower back. But this first, practice is just a light one. It's just a simple routine. You don't have to work tremendously hard at it. Again, anybody can access it, so maybe you just even want to let it all sit down. After you take 2 or 3 minutes of that and work on your breathing, trying to stretch out each breath, maybe getting to where you do 6 full inhales and exhales in a minute, so a count of 10 would be a good accomplishment. So you would just do 6 breaths, inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhaling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 breaths would equal 1 minute. Maybe you would do that for 3 minutes, a total of 18 breaths. That's a good practice, a good pranayama practice. Very simple but effective. Really calms you down. Really, just elicits like some good natural endorphins to release. And that's simple. And then after you're done with that, always remember to just take a little rest. Even if it's just a minute or 2 minutes, just to lie there and just sink into the mat. Remember, Savasana is corpse pose. It's about practicing and acknowledging, what's going to eventually happen to everything all the time. It all just goes away. This is really about just acknowledging that, not being afraid of it. When your time comes, do you want to be scared or fulfilled in knowing that you've done everything that you could while you were here, regardless of when it happens? Take that into consideration. Do you want to be scared, or do you want to be fulfilled and happy with what you've accomplished? Okay, friends. That's practice number 1. Again, anybody can do that one. It's about 20, 25 minutes, depending on how long you hold the breath. All right. Take care for now. Thanks, as always. Namaste.